Dark is the night and the moon shining bright. This cat from the slum had a mind that wasn't dumb. Can't be like the rest is the most he'll confess, but his time is running out and there's no happiness. Oh, Wilson Fly. Wow. Gonna make perfection by and by. And when he lose, don't ask no questions why. Only game he know is do or die. Ha, ha, ha. Game he plays for keeps. Hustling towns and YouTube streets, trying to get over. That's what he's trying to do, y'all. Taking all that he can take. Gambling with the odds of fate, trying to get over. Trying to get over. Hello, people. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing on this morning, child? Or excuse me, at noontime. Look at Brian. Hi, Brian. How y'all doing, Wild Seed and Fraser Laurie, Miss Ashley? Excuse me, Mrs. Ashley. How you doing? And right below you, I am Mrs. Ricks. Now, so is Sophary? Oh, I God before everything. I see you there. See Tyson, Tanya, child. I'm sitting up there. I said, listen. I just told the children that I'm gonna stop playing these people's stuff. It ain't worth the time I put into it. YouTube has made it so difficult now. You can no longer play someone else's video while your video is playing. In other words, if I pull it up now, I play it and you can't hear it, right? So that's their contribution. But basically, I thought I was done with that, right? So I can't play these people's stuff. But the Spirit told me, no, Timothy, you can't stop now. And I can't stop now. Come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that this road would be easy. And I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. I want y'all to hear something, and I'm going to react to it. Cool. Hi, Tori. Tori in New York City. Rainy Puts. LA Fabulous. Hold on, people. I want y'all to hear this stuff. I got to get it right from the horse face's mouth, right? I couldn't believe it. We'll listen to it a little bit, and then we're going to talk about it.
Tracy's World. If you put it on YouTube, people gonna talk about it, girl. I hope you're getting your electric bill money. I hope you ain't gambling. You say you ain't gambling. That's okay. So Tracy's World, go to the Community Action Agency. And let me say this: I didn't tell people not to get a Tracy's World. That's number one. I didn't tell people not to get a Tracy's World.
Okay, let's stop at number. You call it number one. Let's start at number one. First of all, before he gets to this part, he's talking about the government. He's want to do political commentary, right? And he's telling the government he's upset with the Republicans because they're going to cut Social Security. And I said, huh? Nigga, didn't you tell me that being on Social Security was the worst thing in the world? And that we are living off the system? And basically, Social Security was nothing but welfare. And they need to get off their ass and go back to work. Girls, people 60, 70 years old. Wasn't that your rhetoric, Jay Wilson? And now you got the nerve, the audacity to speak on Social Security, nigga. We all know you damn near getting there, right? Hi, Tracy. How you doing? So he drifted on from that. And apparently there's a woman called Tracy's World who's had some kind of financial hiccup on here. And I cannot believe that this person, of all the people on YouTube, you have the nerve to talk about somebody begging. I couldn't believe it, girl. Miss Thing, Jay Wilson, let me help you with your memory, honey, because obviously your memory is slipping. Didn't you come on here after them people doxed you, and you had only been doxed for less than an hour and a half, and you came on here and asked these people to pay your mortgage? And did you not sit there and collect money for your mortgage? I said you made 3,000, which is probably a lie, Donald Trump. It's probably closer to, I don't know, $1,100. That's all it written. That's all the mortgage is in San Antonio, right? But didn't you come and ask them for that? And then, Jay Wilson, the following day, after it was assumed that they gave you $3,000 for your mortgage, which that ain't nowhere, girl, you could pay everything you have for $3,000 in San Antonio, right? You came back the next day and you brought a briefcase, right? You always claiming you have all these jobs and how the degrees paid off. Oh, they can't do what I do. Oh, I got several jobs. You open the briefcase, and the only thing in the briefcase, businessman, were your light bill. You put that up and show the people the numbers. Your gas bill. Now remember, you've only been unemployed for an hour and a half, right? The ink is not even dry on your dismissal yet, right? But you had the nerve to actually put your personal bills up on the screen, right? So why are you worried about this woman making fun of her because she got to pay, she short on her light bill, nigga? You brought all of your expenses and you expected the people to pay it. And I guess they were still in a lucid mood. They had not caught on yet. And they actually gave you the money for that, girl. I could not believe it, right? The audacity for you to speak on her begging. But we're gonna hear a little bit more, and I'm gonna add my commentary as we go on. This is called fair use for the purposes of commentary.
Subscribers are saying that it's unstable. A lot of subscribers say that people do this all the time.
Like you.
You know, it's always a crisis.
Yes.
And I think a lot of content creators.
You don't even need a crisis, Jay Wilson. You are hammering into these people living. I don't know the situation with that woman named Tracy's World. Or I think her name is Tracy's World. Tracy, whatever it is. You are talking about all these single women trying to make it, honey. Trying to make it. No way to win. You computer, but you come on here begging, live in the 5-bedroom house. You said you have a stinking Lincoln and then what you call a luxury vehicle as well, right? You live in high on the hall, or so you say, right? You live in the grand life, and yet you are the one on here begging. And I never could understand it. I said, wait a minute. If he's the one who presenting as he's rich and he got it going on and he got all these careers and you got all this shit, and they pay you $300 to play the piano, make them horrible sounds with your throat. It's unimaginable. But you're constantly bragging about all the shit you got. You even brought your damn washer and dryer on the screen, girl. And you begrudging the people who are struggling for a few dollars. Girl, I got to hear more of this.
So much. And just drain the people out. It's like going to one of them storefront churches and they always have an extra offering and you don't see nothing progressing. And people get tired of that. And this is why you don't see my Cash App floating up here all the time.
Oh, Miss Thing, will you shut the fuck up? Shut your goddamn. Shut the fuck. People get tired. Nigga, they been tired. What in the fuck is a Cash App Palooza? You stupid bitch. He's the queen of the Cash App Palooza. In other words, just send me your money and I'll put your name up, man. Maybe somebody will give you some money. Ain't this the bitch? So I give you my money, absolutely guaranteed. And then you're going to charge me, put my name up in the hopes that someone somewhere over the rainbow. And you took advantage of your subscribers. You did it until the wheels fell off. You did it until Cash App told you, no, we are not scamming. This is not a scamming organization. No, we already recognize what you're doing as being an internet scam. And you came back and you did it again, girl, because you wanted to get every dime from these people, right? And you had bled them and bled them and bled them, right? And you had put up GoFundMe's and shit, bro. You gonna get, oh, I'm getting the editor. I'm getting the editor. Girl, that scam will go on in infamy. That scam where you collected thousands of dollars to edit or hire an editor to do a tiny little pamphlet, or which a high school student could do. You said you needed money for that, right? You produced it, put it up. People identified the first paragraph. I always say the first page, the first paragraph. Yes, I'm repeating because that's what we do in the beef sector, girl. We bring up all of your misdeeds, this thing. You put up that goddamn pamphlet, which was nothing but copy and paste other people's work, girl. And it didn't, how many pages was that thing, girl? And then you act, oh, I ain't gonna be like Tim Blaine. I ain't gonna be like Tim Blaine. I'm getting the good editor. I'm getting the best editor. I said, Jay Wilson, this is before I began to hate you. I only despised you at that point. I said, Jay Wilson, I've self-published many books. It's not that big a deal. People have seen that recently I had to do the same thing myself. I released a book that was edited by a machine. It was, I forgot what they call it, but it's edited by machine. And apparently there was errors in the book. And you know what I did, Jay Wilson? What I did in that first day was I took the book down. It has errors in it. I came out of my pocket for $350 and had to have it re-edited by human eyes, right? Because that's the right thing to do, Jay Wilson. Did you do that? Oh, no, honey. You collected $1,700 from GoFundMe for your editor. You collected at least $1,500 from YouTube for this editor. That's over $3,000, right? For the editor. And you didn't even have the decency to take the book down and do it right. I said, it's not that hard, Jay Wilson. On Amazon, you can take it down right now. You could had that book offline, girl, in a matter of minutes, right? You can take it and have a real editor. Somebody to edit the book and then put it back up without the error. That is the very least you could have done. But no, you just want the money. I just want the money. And you put that piece of shit back up online. And then you never took it down. You marked it at $20 when pamphlets on Amazon, everybody else's pamphlet, no matter if they are professors or whoever else talking about getting into college, all their pamphlets are $1.99 and $2.99. But no, not yours. Yours is $20. Although yours is nothing but copy and paste of other people's stuff, girl. It ain't worth shit. It should be a giveaway. And you worked that scam, right? And that was another scam of yours, Jay Wilson. And in this thing that I'm going to play a little bit more of, you actually talking about this woman. Oh, I hope you ain't gambling. I hope this thing, did we forget the gambling scam? Jay Wilson, you said people get tired of you begging, of her begging. Although I haven't seen all this begging. All I see is you. Let me get a little more taste. Hold on a minute. Unbelievable.
That's your business. However you get it how you live it. But
she
people
needs your
talking
permission
about it. You coming up here telling people your lights cut off, and people gonna talk about it. You let me tell folk my lights cut off. Tracy's World, girl.
Wait a minute. You let me tell you your lights cut off. Hold on a second. Didn't you just hear what I just said, Jay Wilson? Did you bring your personal bills, your light bill, your gas bill, your water bill, put them up on the screen so people could see the bill amount and sit your fat, funky ass there and collect the money? You could have easily said, no, I'll handle the rest because they just paid your rent and you had only been unemployed for an hour and a half, girl. You had not even gotten your last check, whatever the fuck it was, to pay that cheap ass mortgage on that cardboard house, girl. But you just take. And you have the audacity to bring your stinking ass on here, girl, and tell somebody else about begging. Miss Thing, you are the queen of the beggars. You are. I'm sorry. You're no good. A heartbreaker. You are a liar and you a cheat. I don't know why they let you do these things to them. Did you more recently come on here talking about this fabulous boat we out, Brad? I'm gonna do something for my what y'all do for y'all subscribers. I'm gonna do this for my subscribers. What did you do for your subscribers? We going on a cruise. We going on a cruise, and you got all these people to sign up for this damn 2-day boat ride, right? And then after you got their money, did you bring your stinking black ass on here talking about, oh, I got this new career. Some of y'all figured it out. Some of y'all and then you announced that you are now a travel agent. And the reason why you were trying to get these people on this boat is not because you want to have outing with your subscribers. It was all about you getting money from it. And you say you gotta go, I gotta go to class. I'm gonna get another class. I'm gonna get another. You were online taking a class about how to get these people's money out of them, right? How to get kickbacks from the hotel, how to get kickbacks from the travel, how to get kickbacks from the boat ride, right? And then you're going to announce, I didn't want to say, I didn't want to say. You didn't want to say what, nigga? I thought I was signing up for a trip with the other subscribers to this page. You're telling me now that no, that was not the key at all. You are now a travel agent, and the only reason that you gather these people and you claim you got 40 and 50 people signed up for this damn boat ride, girl, is because you're now calling yourself a travel agent, and it was all about money from the very beginning. But you didn't tell them that it was about money, did you? You didn't tell them shit, girl. And my hope is that after they paid their $25 for the sign up, that'll be the end of it, girl. They can write that off. They say, oh, that was somebody that cashed that, honey. Some fool on the internet. I am not getting my black ass out of my bed, honey. Out of the comfort of my home, getting in my car, driving to an airport, girl. I am not going to sit up here and pay an airline, a round trip ticket, girl, paying $500 out, right? I'm not going to get to town, and then I got to sit in the hotel room, and that's $100 a night, right? I got to pay for 2 nights there, and then 2 nights when I come back, or at least 1 night when I come back. So that's another $500 I got to pay out, right? Then I got to pay the boat ride. That's another $300, right? This all started off with $25, right? But no. Now I'm out $1,500 to go on this 2-day boat ride with this fool, right? This fool who has conned me out of my money. And you say, oh, that ain't begging. That ain't begging. No, it's scamming, Jay Wilson. It is scamming. Also, in the same video, I'm not going to try to get through the whole thing. You're talking about the government and about people being compensated for being in hurricanes and how important it was for the poor people. This is part of his political commentary. How is it was important. The government, people were suffering, people were going through a hurricane. You don't know until it happens to you. Maybe we'll play a little bit of that. You don't know how it's like till it happens to you. Aren't you the one who lost 2 shingles in the hurricane in San Antonio? And you got that company for a whole new roof. You conned them people out of a whole new roof after you had just the day before told us that, oh, well, wasn't no damage to my house. Wasn't no damage to my house, right? I only lost a couple of shingles. Well, I'm sure that if you told the insurance company you only lost a couple of shingles, they would not have replaced the entire roof, particularly when people were in crisis, girl. They have people out here fixing roofs all over town because they can see outside, because they had real damage. And you worm your stinking ass up in there, girl, and you can just take and give me some more. Oh, I got a free roof. Oh, I got a free roof. Let's not stop there, girl. Let's talk about the scams and the begging, girl. You've always been begging since the time you got on here. He had the nerve to say, oh, I don't be putting my cash app. You see, I don't put my cash app up. I don't put my... Jay Wilson, a person, to me, should be running their cash app all the time. It should just be something that's in your chat, girl. And if somebody want to give you something, they can. If they don't want to, they don't have to, girl. You ain't got to sit up here talking about money. I'm gonna get a coin from it. I'm gonna get a coin. What was that? Letting people down. Oh, if you give me $300, I'll take her off. You give me $300. Money money, 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 nigga. And you're going to compare that with somebody having their own Cash App on their own page. Why wouldn't they have the Cash App on their page, girl? Right? But let's hear a little more. Hi, y'all. I ain't forgot about y'all. Hold on 1 minute. Give me a little bit more taste. This boy is a treasure trove of content, right? All she got to do is open her mouth. And there it is.
People ain't even. I wish I would. I tell people that my lights cut off, baby. It'll be 50 videos.
You didn't?
55 videos.
Was it 55?
I mean, you know. So do what you gotta do, Tracy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you for your permission.
Do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, if my lights cut off, no, I don't think I'm gonna let nobody know.
No, of course not.
Oh, okay.
You come up with another lie.
See, that's the problem. I think I'm gonna go handle it. I think I'm gonna go ride a few cars and do a little delivery or 3.
Or come on YouTube and show your bills online and get the money.
Call Cincinnati Power and Light. That's what I'm gonna do. And
come
I'm
on,
see
bitch.
If I can get a extension, not an extension, but a extension.
Okay.
That's
so whatever the troubles of these single women is, that is fodder for you, and you think that's so damn funny because you got your black ass out here in the middle of the goddamn suburb of Texas, girl, paying for a house you don't need, girl, working 5 and 6 jobs, getting up in the morning, girl, going and taking and being a servant to other people, taking them back and forth to the airport, girl, coming on here making 4 and 5 videos a day. Oh, the more you own, the more you get, the more, girl, what are you, rocket science? Rocket scientist? Miss Thing, we know if somebody's on for 5 times a goddamn day, girl, they're making 2 and 3 hour videos. Why wouldn't they get more money, Miss Thing? But most people are not obsessed like that because they're not working towards something that they don't need, bitch. Right? And you think that you want to brag about all the shit you have. We're supposed to support that, but we can't support somebody who's actually in need. You think you are living the grand life because you're raised in that goddamn trailer. You think that having a house is the ultimate brick, right? You sitting back on your fat ass in that house, girl, and you trick them people out of a goddamn roof where you over here bragging about, I didn't even pay the deductible. Oh, we worked deductible into the deal. We worked deductible into, that's called scamming, nigga. Oh, no, the man said it. The man was a scammer just like you. You both worked the insurance companies, girl. You didn't need no roof. And when you did get a roof, you could have at least paid the deductible. Damn, if they're going to put a whole roof on your house, you would think that you would at least pay them their $500 or $600. No, but it's always a scam. It's always a way to get over. How you got over. The son sits back and wonder how you got over. Bitch, don't even get me started on Vegas, honey. Let me see what y'all say. Don't even get me started on Las Vegas when you rip them people off for over $2,000, girl. You took your little boyfriend, my partner, who requires a second bedroom. You got a 2-bedroom suite, right? In Las Vegas. And you collected money here, talking about how much you need money for gambling. Then you get there after you get collected all the money. Oh, I don't gamble. What do you mean you just collected all our money because you said you were going to Las Vegas to gamble? So we donated for you to go gamble. I don't do that. Then you want the food. You want the food to be because you were chilly in the room. Apparently there was an issue with the air conditioner. There was an issue with the air conditioner, which you knew from your experience as an airline stewardess that if it's 110 degrees outside, if you're on the side facing the sun, if you open the windows, there's no way that the air conditioner can keep up with the goddamn 120 degrees, right? And so the maintenance man came up and said, sir, if you close the window, it will be cooler. He said, this room ain't chilly. He said, the rest of the rooms is chilly. They okay. The other rooms is okay. Ain't paid them nothing. The other room is okay, but this room, it ain't chilly. They said, sir, I see that you have the windows all the way open. We just crossed 120 degrees. Oh no, I like to see the strip. I like to see the strip. And I don't know why them people do that shit, but you already knew they were going to do that because you've done the scam before. See, scammers know about You knew every detail of exactly how to do that. What did you do? Did you tell Mark, well, wait over there, baby, while I pay the check? Wait over there, wait over there. And then you sit up there and pull that scam and came over here bragging about it, girl. You stole. You say I'm a thief? No, bitch. I was a thief when I was a thief when I had to be a thief because I was a dope fiend, girl, years and years and years ago, Miss Thing. But you are a thief right now, Miss Thing. You owe them people. You ought to write a check to the goddamn roofing company. You need to write a check to Las Vegas, that hotel. You knew the hotel was going down. They about to tear the motherfucker down, and you rushed your fat, funky ass on there for a get over. It's called a get over spirit. TD Jakes has talked about this. Everything I just want to get over. How y'all doing today? Oh, dark is the night and the moon shining bright. A cat from the slum. You ain't even from the slum, nigga. You got to reach up from the trailer park to touch the slum, Miss Thing. At least in the project, girl, they get the kids bedrooms, girl. At least in the projects, Miss Thing, the things you criticize, oh, you poor, yeah. Miss Thing, at least they provide a bedroom for their children to sleep in. So now the teenage girls and boys are not sleeping in the same bedroom, because when you left that goddamn trailer, Miss Thing, you moved in this tiny little house that was just put online, which we all saw was a 2-bedroom house. And we kind of say, well, goddamn, these people are teenagers. You mean to tell me that the teenage boys and the teenage girls are in the same room? They have to be in the same room because the place ain't got but 2 bedrooms, girl. Right? And then you bragging about you're the man, you're the upper middle class, and you just walking around that stupid ass house. Oh, look at this hair. I got a hair. They jealous of me. They jealous because I got this hair. Walking around empty ass rooms. You're a fool. When you're at the age that you are, girl, even the people who have raised families, girl, when the kids is gone, it's over. The kids are gone. When the kids is gone, girl, what do? What do they do in tradition in the United States? They downsize. You 50 years old, just starting. Nobody in there, girl. Oh, I got this house for Airbnb. Miss Thing, first of all, when you moved into that cardboard house, girl, there was no Airbnb. There was no Airbnb. You moved in there because you could, girl. Why? Because you had a job, and they don't take much more than that in San Antonio. That's why you moved there, girl. Everybody getting a house in San Antonio, girl. Oh, you just pull it up on YouTube. I got this hair. I got this hair. You are a disgrace to the gay, honey. You're a disgrace to the gay. The gay man living in the house, girl. You should have, by now, looked at that staircase and say, listen, I love this hell. My whole dream, my whole life was to have this hell. No, I don't got no wife. No, I don't got no kids. No, I ain't got nothing. But I want this hell, right? Shouldn't you say by now, Jay Wilson, that it's time to take that $4.99 dress for less little wire squiggly things off them steps, girl? I mean, what? How tacky are you, girl? You don't understand that you're revealed to the world that you're nothing more than trailer trash, girl. Have you still got that 26-inch TV on your wall? You're a man, honey. A man wants a big old TV, girl. You still got that tacky little TV and them tacky little wood things on the side of it, girl, like you designed that. Oh. Why you a decorator? Oh, where's the degrees? Where's the degrees? You both had a portfolio. Where's the degrees? This thing, how can you have enough nerve to talk about somebody's decor, Miss Thing? And you sitting up here decorating your house with $4.99. Miss Thing, you could do that whole house. And you did, girl, for about $200. You decorated your whole 4-bedroom house with $200. Walking around bragging about how you paid $10 for that and $3 for that, girl, and your whole background ain't nothing but a $6.99 picture behind you of some goddamn books, girl. And this is the best spot in your house to take a video, right? Jay Wilson, instead of all this plastic surgery on these pills or whatever you're doing, girl, to shrink, why don't you go to, I don't know what they have there, Lowe's or some damn where, and pick out some furniture. I don't want no trash that somebody else left out in the street, girl. I don't want no furniture out of Motel 6 where I just load up a whole U-Haul and decorate my whole damn house, girl, in 2 hours. I don't want that anymore. I want to pick out something, girl. What I really want. Fix yourself up. Let's see if there's anything else here. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Okay, I'm being rude now. How y'all doing today? And how can y'all mend, oh yeah, that broken man? Yeah, y'all friends of mine. How can a loser ever win? You can take the queen out the trailer, but that boy's mind is still in that trailer park. And I take offense when he's on here criticizing these single ladies, honey, doing what they have to do. And then he talking about what. I need a glass of water for this. He told our friend, Deanna Irvin's a friend over here. He told her that you wouldn't be nothing if you didn't get married. If you didn't get this thing, Deanna Irvin is a woman, right? No matter how you feel on the inside, you are supposed to be a man, right? There is nothing wrong with a man taking care of his wife. There's nothing wrong with the partnership of a marriage, girl. Of course, when she gets married, that they're going to move into a better house, right? They are in a partnership, girl. And many of the people who actually make some money, you talk about it, but people who actually make money don't even want their wife to work, right? It is the joy of their life. My wife don't have to work. You don't have to do nothing, get your nails done, baby. That's because she is a woman. You are not a woman. If you was a woman and you had a man, it's all on you, Jay Wilson. So ain't nothing wrong with, I don't see nothing wrong. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with a woman marrying a man who can take care of her, right? Isn't that his job? You don't understand that. See, you've always been a phony ass bitch. We don't know what's going to happen with this boy, Mark. We have no idea how you're going to swing that, right? Because I know that boy is not so stupid. Maybe he's slow. I don't know. You could be hiding. He's just slow, right? I don't see that boy moving up in that house with you. Nobody wants to move up in there with you, Jay Wilson, right? We don't need to know. Those are my faults. I paid for those faults. All this is mine. All this, you ain't never learned how to share shit. That's why you up in that house by yourself. You should have went on there and got your daddy out of that rat trap that he lives in, girl, with the dirt road in front of his house. You lazy ass niggas ain't even put grass seed out there for your daddy. You should have moved him into the house, girl, right? That would have been a good son. No. I just want it for me. I look at all these here. You know they jealous. Miss thing, ain't nobody jealous of your punk ass girl. Who the fuck wants to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and start hustling? So why are you over here talking about, the Republicans, they trying to take the benefit from the Social Security. Isn't that me? You told me I was living off the land. You told me that I was, what did you say I was? I don't know, girl. It seemed like one of the lowest varmints on the street, girl, because I got Social Security. Like he ain't gonna get it. Like everybody in this damn chat is not gonna get it, girl. Ain't nobody, you ain't working. You ain't working this thing. Jay Wilson, the Bible say, you supposed to be a Bible scholar, right? The Bible say there's a time for everything, right? And the time is coming, boy, and there's no happiness. Your time is coming as well, Jay Wilson. You ain't shit. You love to be on YouTube so somebody can see you got a hail. You got a hail. Because before you got on YouTube, girl, nobody even know you lived in a house, right? Who would know? Right? You ain't nobody in there. What you doing, Tracy? I ain't seen you in a few days. Oh, you know I was gonna go live. Child, that boy, honey, anytime I need content, what am I gonna talk about today? Let me see. What am I going to talk about today? I'm just getting up. What's going on in the world?
That's me personally. Cause I'm gonna be working behind the scenes. I'm gonna be working behind the scenes.
Really?
And some things ain't for YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Some things ain't for YouTube.
Okay, so can we get a refund then?
I'm just saying.
Can we get that? You said they gave you $3,000 and you came back the next day for another $1,000. Can we get that back, Jay Wilson? Since you keep it on the low and some things ain't for YouTube, did you bring your black ass out here and beg for our money, girl? Well, we know it's not my money because you know when I wouldn't give you the sweat off my balls, girl. But some people did in this thing, and because you came on here and you begged for it. All of your different scams, girl. You came on here talking about when I first laid eyes on your black ass, you were over here telling people that they're supposed to send you money because you're gonna send it. People need their light bills paid. People need their gas bill paid, right? But can we just send the money to the people who are in need? Oh no, just send it to me. Just send it to me. I'm gonna give it to the people. We help people. Oh, I can't say who they are. I can't say who they are. Jay was like, everybody's stupid, girl. Penny, nickel and dime hustler. That's all you are. It's all you've ever been, girl. And you learned it where? In that motherfucking trailer. You learned to beg in that trailer. And you were ashamed of the poverty. You said you had my mama and my daddy. My mama and my daddy. You want to brag about the mama and daddy. I would say that's a piss poor nigga. He got 9 children raised in a motherfucking tin can. How much does a used trailer cost, girl? You can buy one now, $15,000, girl. So them raggedy pieces of shit you came out of, girl. What was that, $500? That's the home that he could provide for his family? Did he have other families? What was the thing? You said he's a truck driver. Shouldn't he have made some money? Okay, it's the last taste. I promise. No, I'm not. I don't promise.
This is why I don't get mad at people for nothing. If it's out there, people gonna talk about it. You deal with it. Life goes on. That's how I look at it. Life goes on.
Yeah, it do.
Look, I ain't stressing this. I don't know these people. I'm gonna move right on.
Why? What the fuck does it got to do with you, bitch?
Spirit, and you the one up here. And this is the thing. Why you gonna be cussing folk out and then asking for money? It's the rudeness for me. It's the rudeness for me. It's like you got.
It's the rudeness for you. Then why don't you not watch her channel? Right? Because maybe it ain't the rudeness for them. You know, I didn't tell the people not to give it to her. I just brought up a few points. Why are you worrying about what that woman gets in a cash app or a super chat, child? Why do you got your stinking black ass over there in her channel? It would be so easy just to click off of her channel since you don't understand her raising her voice, since you don't understand how she deals with people, since she is not allowed to have her own personality. Why don't you take your stinking black ass on over to your own goddamn channel with your own morning, noon, night, late night, girl? Right? Why don't you just take your ass over there, girl? And why get your nose out of other people's business? Right? And frankly, for me, I'd much rather give money to somebody who needs it than just a begging bitch. A bitch is always begging. She bragging while she's begging. Ah, Black Texas cowgirl. Oh, a Black Texas cowgirl, honey. That says a lot right there. What's going on, Elaine? You from that town? Never mind. There's Lord Karma Collective. How you doing? Jay Wilson, talk about your weight. Are you a big girl? Or a big boy? He got a way to find. Honey, it's the singing for me. They cussed me out about the singing, girl. I'm sorry. I got to be me. I've got to be me. Y'all listen to Jay Wilson singing. That ain't no better, honey. That didn't take no 8 years of school. Hallelujah. He said they gave him $300 for that every time he go in there, child. Every time he walk into the church, he tells us how much money he got from it. You got to believe in something. Why not believe in me? She thinks she's daddy rich, but she ain't got no following. If you look at the people he calls her followers, Vivian, Joyce. Did y'all know Joyce was a Trump supporter? Girl, she had Joyce over there yesterday talking about she a Trump supporter. She says, I'm just tired of Biden. I'm just tired. This speaks to the intelligence that's going on over there. Vivian, Joyce, Stomp Down. This is his crew. Yeah. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a girl, can't do nothing for me. Hanging over there on Wilson Page. Those are the followers, baby. Ooh. Oh, we have the official Thais report over here. Thais, honey, you gave me a show. Oh, what day was that? Was that on Monday or Tuesday? Child, I sat over there and laughed at you and the king. Y'all had my stomach hurting, honey. I hope you didn't take offense to me to make reporting on it, but like Wilson say, we gonna talk about it over there. You put it on YouTube. You put it on YouTube. Thais, report, is there a pill you can take that make a person less gay? Because Jay Wilson just out of control, girl. She came on here pretending like she was straight. She was, but then she said she was bisexual and all that. And now she just, I mean, the shit is just flying all out of her pores, girl. Oh, oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't, girl. I said, Lord have mercy. When you hold that much gay in for that amount of time, this thing, it's just like, it's like an explosion in her. She's suffering this at the same time she's suffering a midlife crisis, child. Do you even know who that person is, Thais? Y'all sound like us over there the other day. Now, we hope that everybody will eventually make up, but we know that this is social media, honey. It is what it is, and you're going to have friends and foes, and that's just the way it is. But we're glad you're doing well. Wilson is using Morning Joe talking points. Wrong messenger, honey. Wrong messenger. See, y'all think I exaggerate and I don't like him.
Something to beg. I ain't begging, I'm asking. Okay. It's the attitude for me.
What?
It's the attitude for me.
Uh-huh.
Now you broke, but you.
I'm not begging, I'm asking. Isn't that one of your main lines, Jay Wilson? Whenever somebody confronts you about your begging, don't you always say, you ain't got to give? Like I need your permission to go into my wallet and give you shit, right? You ain't got to give. I'm not begging. I'm not begging. But if you want to give, you want to give. Oh, I take her down. Send me $100. I take her down right now. How do you define begging, Jay Wilson? You have been using, I'm asking, not begging. If you want to give, you want to give, you want to give. You say you don't put your cash app, but what's wrong with putting your cash app, girl? It's just information, honey. If somebody want to give you something, shouldn't they have the number there to do it? It's totally different. You want to bring her and everything come out your mouth is about money, 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 like typical trailer trash, Jay Wilson. I can so easily see you out there in the at the gas station as a little pickaninny girl asking for, can I get $1? Can I get $1? I'll wash your windows for $1. We ain't talking about no crackheads, honey. We talking about little kids that are raised in trailer parks, girl. Right? Jay Wilson, when I was a youngster, my mama had divorced her husband and she had no other choice but to move into the projects. Now, the projects were townhouses, right? Because they were primarily built for single mothers raising children, other people, correct? So on one side of they called Fall Creek in Indianapolis, they had the projects, but the projects were new townhouses, right? And on the other side, there was a creek there. And on the other side were the poor white kids who lived in these trailer parks, right? Right? So for the people who lived in the trailer park, honey, we were the middle class. And we lived in the trailer park, girl. Because when you went to we lived in the projects. But when you went into the trailer park, girl, there were old car parts in the yard. girl, garbage cans, kids running around half-ass naked, dogs off the leash, girl. It was filthy and disgusting because these were the single wides. Now, I know there's a difference because across the street, there was a cemetery. If anybody been in Indianapolis, and next to the cemetery, there was another trailer park. But these were for retirees. They had retired police officers and retired nurses, and they had double wide trailers. Because when you take a trailer and you make it double, basically putting two of them together, girl, then you have something, a semblance of a house, really, because you have a space. If you go inside, you can't hardly even tell that you're in a trailer. Right? And since the people were retirees and such, there were no children because these were older people, right? But the difference between their manicured lawns, girl, and that shit that you came out of, girl, it is remarkable, Miss Thing. So it doesn't surprise me that you are a beggar. You've always begged, Miss Thing. When I confronted your punk ass, first thing out your mouth, oh, we didn't get no free lunches, no free. I said, well, goddamn. Somebody asks you where you're from, and the first thing out of your mouth is you didn't get no free lunches. You are ashamed of your poverty. You were ashamed of the conditions where you live, Jay Wilson. And you're still ashamed, girl. It got in your spirit, right? That's why you've never been able to accomplish anything. You've never become a middle-class person, right? You only become a nickel and dime hustler, girl. And you felt like if I move to Texas and I get this cardboard house, girl, then I'm a success, right? No, you're not a successful person. You just playing one on YouTube. Tell me about it. Oh, you got your box apartment. You got that little apartment, Miss Thing. A one-bedroom apartment in San Francisco is going to run you somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 a month. That piece of shit you have in Texas, girl, is probably a third of that. Your mortgage probably no more than $1,000, girl. So you need to stop bragging when you're going from city to city, right? If you move to New York City, you're going to pay $3,000 to $4,000 many times for a studio apartment. Even though you're a successful person in New York City or San Francisco, you're just not going to have all that space. It is normal, girl. It's natural. But you ain't doing no big thing. You ain't doing shit, Jay Wilson. You live in goddamn the suburbs of Texas, girl. You ain't raising no children. What you doing out there in the middle of the goddamn suburbs, girl? Oh, I gotta hail. I gotta start working on your plan and dealing with Mark in that house, girl. It's gonna be disastrous. Mm-hmm. What else going on, people? Yeah, he goes to watch the news. No, his thing is the evening news. He got to make an announcement every day that he watches the evening news. What do you call it? World News Tonight. And he come and report what they said and pretend like he actually has views on it. No, you don't give a fuck about no Social Security, nigga. You told me I was the bottom of the barrel because I got Social Security. So now you're worried about it? No, you're just a parrot. And you feel like, oh, I'm sophisticated. Nigga, if you have 5 degrees, you really should be sophisticated. You really should be able to have an intelligent conversation, bitch. As other than just repeating what somebody else said, girl, 10 minutes before. Right? If you only had a brain. See, if you had a brain, girl, you could actually have discussion. Every time I've tried to come over there to that piece of shit, a channel of yours, girl, it's always yelling and screaming and turning people off me. I'm like, oh, you being loud. Oh, you being loud. No, Miss Thing. They're communicating in significant points. And you can't banter with them because you're an idiot. Right? Correct? Nobody else is putting that kind of time into getting all these degrees, girl. Nobody cares that much, Miss Thing. They want to go and they want to get what they need to get a job or to get a business or to be successful in their life. They're not just collecting degrees, girl, meaningless pieces of paper because you need proof that you're not an idiot. But I identified this boy's an idiot real early on. Soon you start talking. I said, this boy's a fool. This is trash. Maybe it's wrong to call people trailer trash, but you are. That's what you are. Because of who you are, you still are shit. Because of who you are, you will never be anything. And it's All because of who you are. You are a scammer. Oh God. You're a cheater. You are a beggar. Oh my God. And you begging right now. You are a liar. Don't play with me, honey. How you going to brag and beg? That's what he does, Ken Williams. He brags and begs at the same time. He brags that he's rich and he's a guy living, he's a suburbanite, right? He brags and brags, and then he's begging more than the poor people. I can understand the people who are poor, who actually come on here to make a dime to support their family. I can much more support that. There's somebody come over here talking about how they got it going on and how they got all the degrees and how we're not on his level and all that. And then he's the one begging. Why are you the one begging? I'd rather give the money to a single mother, tell you the truth. I really would, honey. Oh, you wouldn't be nothing if you didn't get married. But you can't do that, girl, because you're a man. Nobody's gonna take care of you. Nobody's coming, honey. Nobody's coming. No, we don't know we don't know the situation with Mark, but I'm predicting a disaster. More than likely, there's going to be some excuse, some falling out right before the wedding, right? And you gonna come in here and tell me, oh, I'm heartbroken. You ain't heartbroken. He probably not even with you now. There's more than likely that's your girlfriend, honey, right? Because he don't want to sit with that girl. Ain't nobody trying to fuck you, Jay Wilson. That in the gay world, Thais, you know this. Oftentimes, the boys, when they first meet, they might have the hots for each other. Although I can't imagine that. They might have the hots for each other. The ones who stay, you'll make more friends than you have long-term relationships, lovers, right? This marriage thing is a new thing. But oftentimes, I'll say, your trade becomes your girlfriend, your friend. And that's probably what Mark is, right? And hopefully he's not so stupid that he's going to sign on with some old man that he's going to be changing his diapers in 2 years, girl. Nobody wants that, Jay Wilson. Did you see Deanna's live where she was showing Jay Weasel's pillow being so cheap? It folded in 3 layers. Wow. Yeah, I did see that. Well, he shops at Ross. Everything in his house is cheap, child. That bed he sits in like he's a king, that's plastic. I've always worked with objects. I can tell you right now, that is plastic, honey. That ain't no old bed, right? And over the bed, he has this little swiggly thing, right? Now, you can buy those for $3.99 to $4.99 at Ross, correct? So I'm just trying to figure, if you're so grand and so elegant and you've been in this house for 8 years, nigga, don't you want to buy a real bed? If your pillows are cheap, probably your bed is cheap. More than likely, you got that bed from the Motel 6. Remember when you moved in there, you had no furniture, right? So you had 4-bedroom house. You have no furniture. Nobody lives there, right? So you went to that goddamn Motel 6 sale, right? When they sell that junk in there, when they remodel. And nobody buys it, they just put it out by the dumpster. You should have just waited and let them put it out by the dumpster and got yourself 4 new beds, right? I'm just saying, it looks like junk to me, Jay Wilson. Right? It's a disgrace to the gay. You could do better. If you can't do better, you could hire better. God damn. All you got to do is go to the department store, girl, and say, can I speak to your designer? They have designers if it's any kind of high-end store, girl. If you go to a furniture store, then they have somebody that can consult you, a design consultant. You think I didn't do that? I used to do that job, girl. It ain't nothing. They don't even charge you. All they charge you for is when you buy something, because they get their commission from what you buy, right? And you need to go and remodel that shit and make it look like something, girl. Oh, look at the empty space. I get walk around. I don't want all that stuff. I don't want all that stuff. No, because you came out of trailer, girl, and you had 9 children in a single wide trailer. Even if you had 3 bedrooms in the single wide, girl, how big would they be? You had beds stacked all up on the wall. So your whole life, I just want to get out of it. If I ever get out of here, you just want to get out of that trailer, girl. You just wanted some space, but you didn't pick up any, because you are basically trailer trash. You're garbage. Mm-hmm. Wilson is using Morning Joe. Okay, I was there. His fake laughs kill me. He ain't happy, honey. He's laughing. And he's so loud. Y'all remember when he came on here, he talking about how loud Sean Bradley was? Oh, he's too loud. He's too loud. Like she's some kind of grand diva, right? She's a girl, she sits in that car and just screams. You become a screamer, Jay Wilson, right? That used to be part of the language. They called us all kind of faggots and queers and all that kind of shit. But one of the things also they would call you that's a screamer because you were a loud queen. That's what you do, girl. You can't even go to the grocery store without making a video. You got to make you can make a vid. Who else makes videos of them going into the drive-thru? See, I got the diet drink. I got the diet drink. But the drink is like this, Jay Wilson. You can't stop eating and drinking, girl. And it's coming back on you, Jay Wilson. Even on this video here, you can hear you munching and this here is low. This is low calorie. This is low calorie. No, but you're still eating. You see, your issue is the eating, girl. Right? And then your sweet tooth is coming back. You add a bit. Oh, I just have a little bit. I just have a little bit of cheesecake today. Mm-hmm. Then 3 days later, oh, that cheesecake sure was good. Now you bought yourself a package of cheesecakes, right? I'll just leave it in the refrigerator for company. And then you up all night, girl, sneaking and creeping this thing, right? Mm-hmm. Your weight problem is a mental disease. You came on here and told us that you have an eating disorder. Now, your mama don't tell you got an eating disorder. That's not the language of a mother or a father. No, that's the language of a psychiatrist or a therapist, or they identify, here's your issue. You have an eating disorder. And when you get to the point where it's a disorder, girl, that means you just stuffing shit in your mouth. I've seen it myself, hands on. It's just piling food on your face, girl. That ain't going nowhere. You can do it for a little while. Mm-hmm. About 3 weeks ago. It was Coral. He gave me a compliment. Who came in? What happened? Hey, they came into your chat about 3 weeks ago. That's Jay Wilson. Did he give you $10? He gonna give you $10 too, child. That's his MO. He give you $10. They start talking about your ass, girl. Chase, honey, I'm telling you the truth. I was laying in my deathbed. I had been diagnosed with liver cancer. I was in the hospital when I first saw that boy, right? When I first saw him, I was in the hospital. I said, who is this dude? He said, we got to pray for Timothy Blaine. We got to pray for him, for his fast recovery. And I said, okay, pray. People like to pray, they pray, right? When I got out of the hospital, I was in that boy's mouth every single video, every day. Oh, I'm just talking about Timothy Blaine. I said, wait a minute. Spirit told me, oh, he wasn't praying for you, honey. He was praying on you. He didn't know what he was getting into. Fucking with me. Mm-hmm. So watch out for the $10. Thais, when you get that 10, it's going to be on, honey. You're going to become part of his commentary. What? You know Jerry Harper? Yes, she's still living. Ooh, Jerry Harper, honey. I just saw her a few days ago. She lives in Oakland. She got clean. Miss Jerry Harper. She's doing well. She got clean. She got involved in ministry. She works at the hotels. You know how they got the hotels in Tenderloin? She started out working there, but oh no, she's doing real good. You do remember a few of the saints. Tiffany's friend, Jerry Harper. Used to terrorize the girls. Let me shut up, child. Terrorize the other trans girls. He stopped by your page randomly. Beware, honey. He'll be back. He gonna give you $10. You would love to see her. She's doing well. You can see her on Facebook. I think she's going back. I didn't know how she spelled it. You spelled it a certain way. Well, her name was it Terry Harper or Jerry Harper? She was a good customer of mine. You know, we was all dope fiends together. I always called her Jerry Harper. Were we in prison together? I don't remember. Yeah, she's one of the girls. She used to terrorize them other girls, though, honey. What's my other girl's name? Veronica Love. You remember Veronica Love? Veronica get drunk and cuss out all the girls too. And they would rob the queens. I know you got some, bitch. There was hard times. Our father didn't know the meaning of work. Doom, boom, boom, boom. He disrespected our mama and treated us like dirt. We left home seeking a job that we never did find. Took all honey, we took to Cloud 9. We took to Polk Street. Mm-hmm. Thais, I've been clean for 22 years. But every once in a while, I see some of the girls are doing well. A lot of them came out of drag too. You know, some were trans girls, and then some were just drag queens. And so you see them, you don't recognize them. Oh, you're a boy again. Depends. The trans girls, you know, a lot of them went on California. You know, they made it where they were paying for them to get vaginas and titties and all that kind of stuff. So they got their dream fulfilled. God is good. He sure is. God is good. Now, believe it or not, this is what I'm talking about, Jay Wilson. He's supposed to be a pastor. He is the messiest queen in this damn sector, which is why I don't mind talking about her. But she's supposed to be the pastor. She's supposed to be the encouraging one. Hi, Natasha Malone. How you doing, Natasha? And Lady Dimples. Oh, we done brought the girls out now, honey. They see you over here, Thais. Are you going to the convention in Atlanta? The convention in Atlanta? Oh, for T-Fam? Y'all know about T-Fam? I keep forgetting about this. Computer makes everybody can know each other. No, I don't do conventions, honey. I don't see the point in going to other towns just to hear people preach. I can go right across the street. Yeah, we go to the City of Refuge. Y'all want a good church, and y'all are open and affirming people. City of Refuge. That's not the City of Refuge that's in Thais Town. I think in LA, don't they got a City of Refuge there with Noel Jones, Thais? We have a City of Refuge here, which is primarily LGBTQ people. Mm-hmm. Oh, you going to go, Lady Dibbles? You going to see my pastor? And some of our St. James is here. Ooh, it's a holiness day, honey. How you doing, St. James? You love your vet? She's great. She's a great leader. She's been my leader since I first got clean. I was in the drug program, Walden House, and one of the guys, a little church boy, he was always going to church, right? And I had no conception of God at all at that point. And I went to church with him one day. And when I walked through the door, I knew I was home. And I volunteered to be a usher there that same month. And I've been there ever since as an usher, City of Refuge. Yeah, she's great. She's the woman that sings that song, "Thank you, God, for all you've done for me." Yeah, yeah, yeah. It could have been me outdoors with no food and no clothes. Oh, I could have been alone without one friend or just another number with a tragic end, but it didn't need to let none of these things be. And every day by your power, you keep on keeping me. And I want to say, thank you, God, for all you've done for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with me. She was a great singer, gospel singer too. See, that's what Jay Wilson's supposed to be doing, honey. All of the destruction going on with the gay folks, honey. All of the, a big part of the homeless people are homosexual people. People have been thrown out of their house as young kids, end up on the street, right? This is what he's supposed to be doing. This is ministry, helping your community, right? We do great work at our church. Great work. Look at me. I'm still here 22 years later. I don't go to AA meetings. I don't do any of that, right? I just know God. And that woman helped me to know God. And this is what ministry is. It is not being a catty queen to come over here and talk about people that have less than you. That's not ministry. How can the messiest queen in the beef sector, girl, be the minister? It doesn't make any sense. A fake and a phony person. Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy London? Is he still here? St. James? Did you enjoy London? I see you went. Yeah, they had another conference. What's that called? Music and Arts, I think it's called. So our church rolled out of Walter Hawkins Church, right? Oh, hi, Elaine. My channel is running commercials during my lives. Okay, well, I got to deal with it when I get through. I have to wait. I didn't know that happened. They give you that option now. I thought it was just like 1 or 2. It's doing it a lot. Yeah, I don't like all that commercial stuff. I can't recommend things to you guys, but there is a way on YouTube where you'll never see any commercials by paying these people a few dollars. I'll check on it, Elaine, after I get through. I don't know how to get it. I'll end up losing you guys if I try to check it now. Oh, I was talking to St. James. London was great. Music, arts, Google. You didn't like the food, though. Honey, if I ever leave this country, it'll be good to go to London. Now, I would want to go to Paris, but said they don't speak English. I mean, some people, but I would much rather be in London where they speak English. So if it ever happens, but I'm not going by myself. I got to find me a husband first before I start traveling. People always say, why you don't go nowhere, Timothy? Why don't you're retired? You can go anywhere you want to. Right? I said, no, honey. I need somebody in town who's with me where I can say, oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. But for me, just to get off a plane and start walking around looking at stuff, no interest. We'll see. But that's on the bucket list, London. Did y'all get some chance to be by yourself, St. James? Or was it all work? Drag him. I'm always dragging that fool. He disrespected me so bad, child. I can't let it go. Believe me, I have tried. Every time I see that motherfucker face, I want to punch the screen, girl. I'm not used to people just disrespecting you off hat. I just come and say whatever I want to about you, about your finance, about your face, about your age, about your stomach. I just start talking about you. Well, baby, you got the right one, baby. You met your match when you start fucking with me. You met your match. Oh, you met it, girl. Ooh, you can't stand it, your match. Yes, we stopped and hung out on our own. Okay, I'm not going to ask you about the trade, what the trade look like. Ooh. I love to see black people when they're speaking, when they have that heavy accent from England. They sound funny to me. But thank God that now they actually, it used to be, every time you watch a murder mystery or something from Europe, everybody was white. So now they're including, just like this country, are including black characters all over the world. Actually, we were a little late to the game. What are you saying about us transgender? What about saying? Oh, we just Thais knows a few people that I know here in San Francisco. He lived here for a bit. Nothing bad. I love my girls, honey. At one point, all I hung around with was the girls. We lived at the New Pacific Hotel. Now, I didn't know a lot of trans girls before that. I know a few in LA, but the New Pacific, it was all working girls and drug dealers and drug addicts. So I got to do quite a few. And it happens that Thais knew some of the same people. I don't think he was into the drug scene, but I was heavily into it. And those were my customers. Oh, I can't start all over. Natasha, you know I can't start all the way over. You got to do the replay. You know that that boy's very voice upsets me. He's over there being a hypocrite again. I'll say that. I don't want to recommend nobody go over there, but I know you will. Paris is just 1 hour away. Wow, see? Okay. Yeah, I heard that the countries are real close over there. Who knows? Who knows? I could do it now. I saved up a little piece of change. But I just don't want to go by myself. My friends here, most of them still work. So they just can't just take off. We'll see. It looks like I might have a few good years left in me. Rita B, oh, you peep that T? You know he don't watch nobody, but know everything in the sector. All of them is somebody else's business. Somebody, oh, I can't take this. I can't. Well, click it off, sissy. Since you don't watch nobody anyway, right? You think they're all watching you, but you've been watching them. The way they move, they sexy body. Loving the way they do. And you trying to move. Is Jay Wilson getting trade? Have y'all spotted him on the side? I gotta ask the gay boys that. Is he still showing up on Jack and Adam for Adam and all this stuff? Trying to show just the face. I guess now he can show a little bit of the neck. Don't go no further down than the neck, Jay Wilson. That body still ain't right, honey. You got to do something about that skin, baby. Anyway, people. Anyway, good to see you, Natasha Milan. I ain't seen you in a little bit. All you guys, thanks for coming in, and we'll catch up later. Bye.